Hi, I am Revathi, Assistant Professor, Department of EEE, SNS College of Engineering. Today we are going to see about measurement and instrumentation subject. The topic is functional element of an instrument. There are three main types of measurements where the methods of measurement, types of measurement techniques, classification of measuring instrument. Where the functional element of an instrument consists of three types, which are: first one is primary sensing element, second one is variable conversion element, third one is data presenting element. Where the functional element of an instrument's block diagram is given below, where the quantity to be measured is first entered into a primary sensing element, which is then entered into a variable conversion element, variable manipulation element, data transmission element, and data storage and playback element, data presentation element, and then viewed by the observer. This variable conversion element and variable manipulation element is a part of a data conditioning element, where the data are conditioned from the primary sensing element and which is transferred into the data transmission element, which is shown by the data storage and playback element. Primary sensing element consists of transducer. A transducer is a device which converts measurement into an analog electrical signal, where the transducer's block diagram is given below, where the input is entered into an signal sensing element, and then it is transferred into an transduction element, and then we receive an output, where the input and outputs are: the input elements are resistance, capacitance, inductance, stress, strain, and heat. Output elements are force, displacement, pressure, sound, magnetic flux, voltage, and current. These are all the transducing element, and these are the transducer block diagram. A transducer mainly works for the conversion of measurement into an analog electrical signal. Variable conversion element. The output electrical signal from primary sensing element is to be converted to some other suitable form while retaining the original signal. For example, ADC, analog to digital converter, DAC, digital to analog converter, where the graphs and these diagrams are given below, where the digital to analog converter is on the uh, left side and the analog to digital converter is on the right side. Next one is variable manipulation element. Manipulating the signal means changing the numerical value of the signal, preserving its original nature. Example, voltage amplifier, where the input voltage is given to an and the output voltage is received. Input signal to peak and peak to peak output signal is received. Data presentation element. Analog or digital visual display devices, example, ammeter, voltmeter, digital meters, data recorders, computers. These are the analog or digital display devices which is represent the data representation elements. Data presentation element, analog or digital. Functional elements of an instrument. Terminating stages, signal conditioning stages, linear, non-linear, transmission stages, signal conditioning and signal stages. Intermediate stage, where the signal conditioning stage, the element follows the primary sensing element. Linear, amplification, attenuation, integration, differentiation, addition and subtraction. Now in non-linear, modulation, reduction, sampling, filtering, chopping, clipping, etc. are done by the non-linear. Transmission stages, when the element of an instrument is physically separated, it is necessary to transmit data from one to another. Signal conditioning and transmission stage together is called intermediate stages. Functional element of an instrument. The block diagram explains the functional element of an instrument, where the process measured medium as a primary sensing element is converted into an variable conversion element, where the temperature measured quantity, a temperature tube, and tubing is taken as an data transmission element. where the variable conversion element is taken as a spiral burden tube, variable manipulation element as a leakage gear, and data presenting element scale and pointer, where the receiver or observer can get the output of an required value under measurement.